Pallagrosi is here.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing well. Thank you for getting up and coming over this morning. Glenn, let's
try that again. Hello. Good morning.
That's the one that's
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Look at you and Sammy Steinlight. This is the gang's all here.
Yep.
and see when you're rock and rollers and it's New Year's Day morning, I can feel the pain a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So thanks for getting over here. I played that version of Joe Grishecki's Homestead there a little bit ago. Tony, you were here that morning. So magic happens when you are in this room.
You got a beautiful room here, Tom.
Yeah.
Great little recording studio.
It is spectacular. Boss HQ, as we like to call it, it really rocks. And
sure does.
Light of Day rocks as well. Just around the corner is really, really, really just around the corner at this point. So much and some new stuff going on, and John Waite this year. So, Tony, what's the landscape look like?
Well, we're going to be doing about 25 shows between January 7th and January 20th. And we start back in Philly at the World Cafe with the Weaklings and Ben Arnold on January 7th. July. I keep trying to say it's July because I'm hoping it's warm outside.
There you go.
But so on Jan 7, that's Saturday night, it's the Weaklings and Ben Arnold in Philadelphia at the World Cafe, and then we come to Asbury on the 12th and kick off at Asbury Lanes. I'm not going to get into all of the performers because you can do that yourselves if you go to lightofday.org, lightofday.org, or go to our Facebook page. And everything is listed there. And then there'll be multiple shows that night. On Friday night, we have a big show at the Count Basie with Tusk, the world's #1 Fleetwood Mac tribute, and also Jake Thistle's Jackson Browne tribute, which is really awesome. And, of course, at the Stone Pony that night, we have Joe Grishecki and Willie Nile and Tangier's Blues Band, and that's also the Asbury Angels induction. At the Wonder Bar on that Friday night, the 13th, we have Dave Howes and the Mermaid from Philadelphia and the Weaklings and others. And then it just kicks off from there. Saturday night on the 14th of January, it's the main event at the Count Basie Theater. And that's with John Waite, as you were about to say.
Yeah. And it's cool to have a fresh performer with us this year for Light of Day.
Yeah, it's awesome. As we all know, Missing You is a song that we just can't get out of our heads for the life of us. But it's a beautiful song. It was the song of the 80s, and that was John's biggest hit. And as a matter of fact, my compatriot here, Glen Burtnik, co-wrote a lot of songs with John over the years.
Yeah, we're good buddies, and I'm glad to hear that he'll be playing.
Yeah. How long has it been since you've seen each other?
Maybe about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we nowadays we run into each other, if we're playing a gig together or we're nearby, but we keep in touch. He's a true rock star. He's great.
Yeah.
Talented guy.
With this documentary coming.
Yeah, that's right. The documentary. Actually, we're going to be showing the documentary at the theater that the Count Basie owns on Saturday afternoon.
Right.
Yeah.
And this week coming up, John Waite will be on The Boss with Robbie and Rochelle in the morning.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw a little something else out there. My girlfriend dated John Waite.
Wow. Wow. How recently?
Hopefully not that recently.
Last week? Or?
No, let's not get into that. But I love her.
One of my favorite interview moments was with John Waite. In 1986, he was playing Rider College, and we had the PST mobile van thing, and had Chicken Man on the side of it, which was horrific. But there it was.
The chicken van?
The Chicken Man.
Oh, really?
Well, that was a syndicated radio thing. It was horrific. And there he was on the side of this RV, and that's the way we rolled back then.
Wow.
And, I'll never. And he walked over to the thing from the school, and he looked at Chicken Man on the side. I'm like, hey, get in here. You mentioned Willie Nile there. The story in the Buffalo News about Willie and his father.
Yeah.
surviving the blizzard up there is insane.
Well, it was, I saw, all of the posts that he did. I was following it. I actually texted him a couple of times to make sure he was all right. Not that I knew what I would do if he said he wasn't, but...
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, that's about it. But I really got a kick out of his father, who had the greatest comments.
He's 105?
Yes, he's 105.
105 years old.
And he was just rolling with it, man. He was so chill, literally and figuratively.
But I'm bummed. Glenn, speaking about Light of Day, what you have rocked the pony on the Friday night on numerous occasions. You've been on the bar. You've been behind the bar. You've been maybe under the bar. What is it about playing the pony that just gets you so fired up?
Oh man, it really is a special venue, and it's known worldwide, and it's lovely that a lot of things. The older you get, the longer you hang out, the more you see things disappear. Your favorite. I mean, I was kind of brought up in New Brunswick, and all of the venues all of the rock venues from New Brunswick are gone now, but the Stone Pony in Asbury Park remains, and it's great. There's all kinds of guitars and photos on the wall. There's photos of me with big hair as a young man, and it's a special room, and it's beautiful, and it's right across the street from the Atlantic Ocean.
There it is. A couple weeks ago at La Bamba's Holiday Hurrah, you played a killer set, and what a great Richie did such a great job with the arrangements that night. My goodness.
Yeah, he's amazing. He works so hard on that stuff, and he calls me every year and he says, "You want to, make an appearance?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And we, he always wants to do "Here Comes Sally," which is a song that you kind of are instrumental in getting that heard. So originally.
That will be 40 years ago.
Really?
This year.
I'm not even that old.
Yeah, I am. I'll cop to it.
No, that is amazing. But yeah, I'm in my 60s, and and I do remember writing that song. I did write it. Yeah, so, me and some friends. Yeah.
And Bob Miller in your bedroom in New Brunswick.
Bedroom. Yeah, we cut it in my bedroom.
Crazy. Tony, folks who have not gotten their Light of Day tickets yet, what should they be doing as we speak?
Well, they should be going to their laptops or their phones and going to lightofday.org and finding the whole list of shows and clicking on shows that they want to attend. There are still some all-access combo tickets available on the Count Basie Theater site. And as there are a bunch of just Bob's Birthday Bash man only tickets as well. And that's the Basie.org if you want to go directly to the Basie. But to see all of the shows and see everything that the All Access Pass gets you, you need to go to the lightofday.org site and check it all out. And then you can decide for yourself if you want to go to everything and buy the All Access ticket, or go to, or just go to the shows a la carte, as they say.
There you go. Yeah. I see that my friend Jill Hennessy will be back this year. I like when my pal Jill Hennessy shows up at Light of Day.
No, she's the best. She is the best. She has a great version of No Surrender.
Yeah.
It just blows me away. Yeah.
She's way cool. And, in our household, we love that Kevin Bacon show, City on a Hill.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Great show. I watch it as well. Yeah.
So, Tony, I'll see you Saturday at the symposium.
So I hear.
They haven't announced the schedule yet, but I'm understood that we will see each other on Saturday.
Are we going to? Is that in the morning, perhaps?
I believe so.
Because we have that weekly show, the first Light of Day show on the 7th at night in Philly.
There you go. I don't know. They have not released the schedule yet, but it sounds like we'll be hanging. So thanks for coming over this morning and starting the new year off on the right foot. Glenn, always love seeing you in one of your 900 different you are just the hardest working man in showbiz,
Well,
really.
I don't know, but I am. Yeah, I've been at least 6 bands, and I'm happy that I'm still doing it and somehow enjoying life.
Yeah, and the Weaklings are going to release a single right after Light of Day, a brand new.
Yeah, a new single coming up,
Right.
and so yes, that's one of the bands. That's a very important band.
Yes,
the Weaklings, and yeah, I'm still out there.
And Tom, I would like to say one thing, that I remind everyone, including myself, that this is not just about the music. This is about the cause.
yeah.
That's why we're all here. That's why, unfortunately, 23 years later, we still have to do this because these diseases haven't been conquered. They haven't been overcome. So again, I mean, we are here because we utilize the awesome power of music to raise funds and awareness in our 23-year battle to defeat ALS, PSP, and Parkinson's disease in our lifetime. And hopefully that's why we're all here, as well as the music.
Yeah. Amen. And watching Bob Benjamin live with this thing is a nightmare.
Watching Bob and a whole bunch of friends of ours, whether it's PSP or ALS, and those people we've lost. Unfortunately, the people with Parkinson's can hang in there, depending on the severity of the disease, but nobody wants to live like that.
No, and thank you for just being a force for good, and making sure that all this stuff happens. Sammy, thanks. Glenn, thanks, and Tony P.